All the major forces are seeking a chance to meddle in the cold iron mine business. We usually listen to the strongest sect. Are we really listening to Ji Yuntao now? I feel unsecured thinking about turning against the marching sect. I'd love to watch them fighting, but what Ji Yuntao promised is too tempting. It is the Taishian sect's breakthrough elixir. It'll give you another 10% chance to exceed the pre-celestial stage. The success rate is still low with that, and because of the unstable foundation, you'll probably be stuck at level 1 of the pre-celestial stage all your lifetime. But every martial artist wants to reach that stage, right? The marching sect would never offer that. Besides, who'd eat their elixirs anyway? Since we're already on the same boat with the Taixlin sect, we're out of options. Let's check Xie Yan's bottom line. The 4 local forces in Xufeng City have sent you an invitation to go to their banquet tonight. What do you think, sir? Mr. Xie is getting stranger and stranger. After visiting him the last time, I tried to recall what I had told him, but failed to recall anything. I wouldn't have noticed anything wrong if I hadn't been careful. Now that I look at him, his temples undulate, like something is pushing them, and he sometimes soliloquies as if he's talking to the void. Am I pressing the right place, Master Xie? That's it, nice, harder. What do you think about this invitation? There are only pretty words on the invitation. They didn't mention anything formal. Is Mr. Xie cultivating some kind of evil art that can communicate with ghosts? I wish he can succeed anyway, otherwise he will be no match for Ji Yuntao. Fine, there will always be signs when something big is coming. At least it can realize me to get prepared. Remember to get a carriage ready when the time comes. Yes, Mr. Xie, there's another thing. Such an evil art usually requires the cultivator to cast it on living people to make progress. I've learned your purpose, Mr. Xie. Please use my body to improve your skills. I'll do anything to humiliate Ji Yuntao. Stay away from me from now on, Chan Wu. What's wrong with Ji Chan Wu? I didn't know he's gay. Great pleasure is taking place in the silent house at night. All worries are being taken away by the stunning flesh. Once I touch your smooth skin, oh, look how your slender waist hovers. What a dissolute poem. Even a ghost of beauty like me can't sing it out loud. But since Master Xie Yan likes it, I'll try to learn some. We were busy dealing with Ji Yuntao and taking care of the consequence of Yan Jie's death. Sorry about the possible disrespect you might have felt, Mr. Xie. Please forgive us. Thanks, this wine is so refreshing. I like it. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It's nothing. A handsome man like you deserves to be surrounded by beauties. I've trained my girls well. I hope you like their performance. A great man can have enough good women. How about I give them all to you? I didn't do anything to gain the girls. I'm afraid I can't take them. Seriously? I wouldn't let strange women get near me. I'm decent. Madam Hao, a hero like Mr. Xie wouldn't indulge himself in women. But things may get a bit inconvenient for a hero without money. Bring it in. It's our little gift for you, Mr. Xie. You'll receive this amount every year. I don't remember doing anything that deserves such hospitality. You might as well tell me what you want. We just don't want to see such a talent like you going unknown. Please let me elaborate on it for you, my master. Hey, sit there. Don't come closer or change the way you call me. Say what you have to say. I was the top beauty in Xufeng City once, but now I'm old. What kind of top beauty? You surely have a sense of humor, Mr. Xie. I'll make it straight. I had looked into you when it was said a new leader from the marching sect was coming. Qin Xingzi only saw you as a cultivation vessel. But sect leader, you noticed your talents. Truth be told, the marching sect treats women better than men. You won't make great achievements in a sect like that. You've got a point, go on. Don't think sect leader you is doing a favor by making you a branch leader. The marching sect has too many branches. If she really thought you were different, she wouldn't have sent you to this complicated city. Besides, even if you make great progress, the marching sect will be the beneficiary, rather than you. You have to live for yourself, right? Then what should I do? Perhaps you should let go some of your cold iron mine shares in the Jiangnan meeting that the court holds. The marching sect may suffer a loss, but you won't. We'll be on the same side if you say yes. Beautiful women, money, goods. You can have everything Xufeng City has. I see you're after the cold iron mine shares. Your offer is indeed tempting, but what if I refuse? We won't do anything about that. We are just harmless business owners, after all. But if you don't treat us like ones of your own, we'll have no choice but to treat you the same way. We have been doing business in Xufeng City for decades. Our roots have grown deeply. As long as I want, the marching sect won't be able to buy anything here, not even an egg. Bosses indeed, I should be cooperative, but I have to say, who are you to bargain with me? Xie Yan, I'm nice to you for the sake of the marching sect. Don't make me change my mind. Mr. Wu just failed to hit the pre-celestial stage. Mr. Xie, he's in a bad mood already. We can't help you if he goes mad. We're all in level 7 of the post-celestial stage, after all. Is he your biggest support? I thought you'd ask Ji Yuntao for help. A repeated failure in breaking through and 3 everlasting level 7 cultivators in the pre-celestial stage. What makes you so confident? To boast in front of me? I think you misunderstood something. External sword raise? Finger of flowery swords from the Maching sect? He even mastered this? Do you think I became a branch leader because I'm pretty? Didn't you say he's a level 6 gigolo at most? He's at least a level 9 cultivator with at least one pre-celestial art from a major sect. The sect leader made me the Tsifeng branch leader because I told you to stay alert. I'm strong enough to clear the foul air in Tsifeng City. You took them down with one move, Master Xia Yan. I haven't helped you. Get lost with your men. I'll see who dares to mess with the Maching sect now. I can't kill them, or this will become evidence of the Maching sect disturbing the local order. Whoever offends the Maching sect will die. I can see sword energy is all over the ship from here. It is the Maching sect's finger of flowery swords. I knew Mr. Xia hid his strength. Those people want to get the Maching sect's cold iron mine shares with the least cost, but they didn't know taking something from the powerful one would definitely cost them something big. This is good, though. They have no choice but to follow my orders now. Daoyun, the Fanxin sect is on good terms with the court. The imperial concubine came from your sect too. I have to ask for your help to deal with the court. Why do you look lost these days? I'm fine, and I'll take care of what you assign me. Since the devil inside appeared, I often failed to calm down. The jade pendant my master gave me has lost its tranquilizing effect. Is it contaminated by worldly filth? Disciples in the Fanxin sect must go through 3 trials before achieving greatness: worldly trouble, love, and the devil inside. I want to return to my sect soon. That way, I can continue my simple life. What a great plan, Mr. Xia. You made them think you're weak when first coming to Tsifeng City and only showed your real strength at the critical moment. You were patient at first and swift in the end. You surely know the art of war well. No wonder our sect leader would see you as her right hand. The story of you being Qin Shinxi's cultivation vessel must be for confusing the public. How insightful. This is just between you and me. Ji Chanwu has got quite the imagen at Tainan. He could be a great writer in the modern world. Don't get happy so soon. Ji Yuntao and Xia Daoyun have their backs. They even threaten to cut off our egg source. The Taishan sect and the Fanxin sect are looking at our cold iron mine shares too. A tough fight is waiting for us. They wouldn't dare to confront you since you showed your true strength. Cutting off our eggs? I'll cut off their balls. As for the cold iron mine shares, the court can't take it away without a solid reason. But there's no guarantee that the Fanxin sect and the Taishan sect wouldn't play dirty. You have a point. Where do you think they will be after first? We need to take precautions. With your presence here, even Ji Yuntao and Xia Daoyun wouldn't dare to mess with our branch. Even if they do, it'll be a declaration of war. They won't want that bad result. Right, the Maching sect can't defeat them if they join forces, but with the sect gate formation, we can at least make it a lose-lose situation. If they want to hit us with the least cost, then the opening will be our mines. The Maching sect has the biggest cold iron mines nearby Tsifeng City. The output takes up around 80% of the total output in Kfong City. That's our money tree and weakness. I'll send a message by an eagle to alert the mines. We shall do more than that. We'll guard the mines ourselves. I'm afraid it'll be too late. Anyone with half a brain would have a plan B, which is attacking after failing to draw me over to their side. The next day, we've stayed up all night to get here, but it's still too late. I've asked the mine manager. He said a large group of thugs sneaked in and released poisonous gas on site. All the workers are poisoned, and they won't be able to work again unless having a long rehabilitation. They also blew the tunnels with explosives, and we need at least 1 to 2 months to dig them through. Our cold iron mine storage in the warehouse nearby was covered by purple flame liquid, too. Purple flame liquid? Isn't that a kind of catalyst for weapon forging? Putting it on ores will crystallize and crock them. Master Xia Yan over there. The eagle that our branch used for sending messages? It was intercepted midway. No wonder the mines didn't get our messages and failed to defend in time. They even put it here to provoke me further. Ji Yuntao must have demanded the 4 forces to do this, and they didn't leave any traces. Without proof, we can't convict them. This is terrible. Without the people and mines, we can't restart the work before the Jiangnan meeting. The Maching sect only came to Tsifeng not long ago. We won't have enough savings to pay the taxes this year. You need to be calmer when problems come, especially big ones, Chanwu. I've looked into relevant information before I took the branch leader job. The Han Empire is more like a big martial alliance than a state. I guess it's a part of the world's future. The court delegate power to local forces, and it only has the power of appointment, surveillance, and mediation. Meanwhile, the appointed forces must pay taxes at a certain ratio. Every year, the court holds the Jiangnan meeting to collect taxes and redistribute the next year's mining rights and ratios. I can't. Not paying the taxes means breaking our promises to the court. In that case, decreasing our ratios would be an easy way off. The worst case scenario is they giving our mines away. Ji Yuntao did this to get the Maching sect's mining right. This is serious, Mr. Xia. We should ask for an elder's help from our sect. It'll make us look useless if we do that. Besides, breaking this deadlock is easy. We just have to throw everyone under the bus, then the game will restart. Small minds. Sharpen up and stay alert. You don't have to guard this place yourself. Mr. Wu, Xia Yan must be either crying with a few cold iron ores or running around to get enough money to pay the court. We can't slack. Xia Yan is cunning. He may be thinking about dragging us down with him. I've set up traps. If the marching sect dares to come, I won't let anyone off, not even a servant. With the evidence of the marching sect ignoring the court and destroying mines, even if they have enough taxes, they will lose the mining right in the meeting. How insightful you are, Mr. Wu. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Mr. Wu, our warehouse for explosives is empty. Someone stole our explosives. What? The explosives were enough to wipe out this mountain. Mr. Wu, watch out for the falling rocks. No way. I'm at the level 9 of the post-celestial stage. Even if Xia Yan was here, he couldn't have sneaked in here and blown up the mines without being noticed. Who did this? Show yourself. I wanted to move the ores back, but I couldn't lift them at all, so I had to blow up the mines and spill purple flame liquid on them. I've been a great help. Master Xia Yan will caress me for sure. I won't let him go unless he caresses me for at least 15 minutes. I'm too weak. I must cultivate hard to do as many things as possible for Master Xia Yan. Our mines were blown and clogged. Our ores had been spilled and crocked by purple flame liquid. We can only continue mining after cleaning them up. Someone stole our explosives and detonated them on rugged spots. We didn't have time to react at all. I've investigated into everyone and found no one suspicious. Are you saying a ghost detonated our explosives? Besides the disciples I brought here, you arranged the rest tonight. Did you lure the marching sect here on purpose? Please calm down, Mr. Wu. I've been working for you for over 10 years, Mr. Wu. I'm your most loyal employee. How dare you talk back? Calm down, Wu. We haven't found any evidence, but I'm sure that brat from the marching sect did it. We were guarding the fringe of mines while you were master at the level 9 of the post-celestial stage, guarding the center. How the hell did he bypass all our traps and sneak in there? That's not the point. This is a crisis. Our mines are all destroyed, and our stored ores are ruined now. What should we do about the taxes? The court only accepts ores. What Xia Yan did was exactly the same as we did to him. Xia Yan, I underestimated him. You finally came, Child Yuntao. Please help us. The Jiangnan meeting will start soon, but we can't buy cold iron ores from the market. No need to panic, everyone. I always have a plan B. At least we destroyed the marching sect's mines and made them fall into crisis. As for the amount of cold iron ores you need, I can help you. Only River Alliance has a large number of cold iron ores to sell at this hour. Nice. River Alliance must have been holding grudges since the marching sect drove them out of Xifeng City. They must be willing to join us. What a genius plan, Child Yuntao. How insightful you are. Since you suffered a loss for me, I should make things right for you. Xia Yan blew up their mines without anyone's knowing. He's quite good. But the game is set. Let me see how you'll struggle in my game. The branch of marching sect in Kefeng City. You really blew up their mines, Mr. Xia? Did you leave any traces? Those four have run business in Xifeng City for decades. Their informers are everywhere. That's why they could sneak attack our mines without our knowing. But it's hard for us to do the same. Ji Yuntao will toss the marching sect out of the game once he gets something on us. The court values the mines in Jiangnan. They will act when it comes to the ores. Don't worry, no traces will be found. It's done. Caress my head, please, please. Now it's time to think about how to gather enough ores for the taxes. This is tricky, too. Our only option is to buy some from the market, but it's hard to reach the number we need. I have an idea. Perhaps we should go find the River Alliance. 5 days later, Xishan City, Jiangnan region. Located high, your alliance enjoys beautiful views of mountains and streams. With the front gate facing the sea, you can watch 3 rivers meet and running. The River Alliance controls 18 waterways in the Jiangnan region. Now I can see how extraordinary it is. You do live up to your reputation. Especially you, the chief. Look how strong you are. What a woman of iron. Jinjiner, chief of the River Alliance. How surprising. I didn't expect I'd meet a bastard from marching sect like you in my place. Let me think. How should I kill you? You surely have a sense of humor. I came here to meet you with passion. She's exactly the same as what the information says. A woman who's as bulky as a bear. What a pity. I have nothing to say to you. Guards, break his legs and throw him out. What's the hurry? Care to hear my story? After that, you may change your mind and honor me. Fine, since you had the balls to come to River Alliance alone, I'll listen to your babble for a while. But if your story is bad, I'll tie you HP myself and feed you to sharks. Thank you for your consideration, Chief. The story took place in the Jiangnan region. The Jiangnan region is prosperous and has rich resources. 2 wolves started fighting for resources because of dissent later. Soon, they held grudges. Their strength was almost even. As long as they suppressed the foxes and dogs, each wolf could enjoy a good life. But one day, 2 lions came. They had their eyes on the Jiangnan region. The lions chose one of the wolves and tried to snatch its territory. If they succeed, can the other wolf keep its territory? I assume you've figured out what happened in Xifeng City recently. The Marching Sect and the River Alliance are like the 2 wolves. We fight, but we break even. No one is losing. But the Taishan Sect and the Fanxin Sect are 2 starving lions. A small city like Xifeng won't make them full. Why do you think they went through all the way here? They are here to devour the whole Jiangnan region. The Marching Sect's base isn't in the Jiangnan region. It's okay for us to be thrown out. But I think it's another story for you. Do you think the River Alliance can fight against 2 top sects alone? I see you have a silver tongue. Did you get your tongue trained because of Qin Xinxi? You're asking for the River Alliance's help, but you made it sound like we're the one asking for favors. We're on the same boat here, Chief. Please think it through. You have a point, but a guest came before you a long time ago. I've already accepted his offer. Nice to meet you, Mr. Xie. Guest? I'm Gao Bufan from the Taishan Sect. Senior G foresaw your coming, so he sent me to convince Miss Jin with nice gifts. And I'm glad to say that we have reached an agreement. Looks like you will be going home empty-handed. I see. I wonder what kind of gifts could move the River Alliance. Ji Yuntao had foreseen my plan. Not bad for him. But I heard the bear lady isn't as careless as she shows. She has been running the River Alliance perfectly since she became the chief a few years ago. Wei Rideo could only snatch Xifeng City when Jinjiner hadn't taken the chief position. A leader like her must have known the risks of letting the Taishan Sect and the Fanxin Sect expand to the Jiangnan region. She accepted their offer in exchange for something else. Stop prying, Mr. Xie. I'll tell you nothing. It's not a secret. I accepted their offer for great reviving elixirs. Miss Jin? Something went wrong with my cultivation, so I need the Taishan Sect's secret great reviving elixirs. I've taken one as a down payment. They'll give me the other 3 after the Jiangnan meeting. So, bastard Xie, whatever you're trying to sell, it won't work. Your story was interesting, and I'm giving you a chance to leave now. It seems you've looked into me thoroughly, Chief. Jinjiner is injured? We didn't get this information, but why is she telling me this now? Does she want to use the Taishan Sect as a threat to me so that I may use Finger of Nirvana on her? She must have known the fact that I cured my sect leader in a mysterious way. Stop, why are you approaching Miss Jin? Who are you to stop me? Normally, Jinjiner would never ask for an enemy's favor, but now there can be chances. Are you in charge of the River Alliance now? Know your place, minion from Taishan Sect. Move. Ghostly enchantment. Hee, you must have never seen such a beautiful man like me. How can I hide my perfect body under clothes? I must share it with the world. Enjoy my reality, everyone. You're welcome. It's the first time I see someone stripping in the loyalty hall of the River Alliance. Let's beat him up. Now there's no obstacle between us. I'll make your wish come true. You got him possessed? Well, you're from an evil sect indeed. But what's more surprising, you learned my true intentions so fast. Why be so roundabout, Chief? You only want a cure. What if I hadn't come here today? Then I'll abduct you when the Taishan Sect gets Xifeng City and throws you out. But I don't want to be that brutal. I'm at the pre-celestial stage and way stronger than you, so you won't have any chance of escape. But what if you can't take the humiliation and suicide? I don't want that. You are surely unruly, Chief. Please sit tight and let me have a try. Jinjiner cares about her injury a lot. Even if I'm just in the 9th level of the post-celestial stage, there's a chance I break her internal power shield with Finger of Flowery Swords. She just let me try. I'd try to break her shield if I hadn't needed her support. This feeling. No wonder Yu Hongyan cherishes you. Is this what Jinjiner wants to heal? A bear lady becomes a lovely girl. What's going on? My internal power calms now. I haven't felt so comfortable for a long time. I'm glad you are okay. I wanted not to cure her completely to keep her on the hook, but the system deducted 200 origin points and cured her. I'm out of practice since the Finger of Nirvana was altered. I cultivate Chaotic Bear Mantra, a pre-celestial art. Something went wrong during the cultivation and got internal power filled my body. It made me bigger and bigger. It didn't influence my strength, but I'd become a giant if I had kept cultivating like that. That would be inconvenient for me. Finally, she got back into her original shape. We couldn't stop worrying about her marriage before. The old chief couldn't get over this problem even at the end of his life. Screw you, why would I need a husband? Go get me some clothes of the right size. Nope, I don't think her figure was the problem. She's a tomboy growing up with muscular guys. That man is no weaker than Ji Chanwu, Master Xie Yin. I'm exhausted. I couldn't keep him possessed any longer. Go get some rest for now. Everything was settled. What happened? He must have cast something evil on me. Where's the chief? I must warn her not to fall for any of his evil spells. Sounds like you know me better than I do. I have problems with the Taishan Sect and the Fanxin Sect trying to expand their territory to the Jiangnan region. I accepted your offer only because I needed your help. Now my illness has gone. Your elixirs won't be needed. But I've used one elixir, after all, So our deal still stands. I'm gonna sell you the promised amount of cold iron ores. Thanks, Chief. I owe you a big one, Mr. Xie. But that's personal. The River Alliance and the Marching Sect have had grudges for a long time. I'm afraid my people won't agree to work with you. However, I'll sell you enough cold iron ores to solve your problem. And that's just my personal decision. That's exactly why I came here, thank you, Chief. I knew Jingjuna would make the best decision after getting free of the Taishian sect. As long as the Marching Sect stands, the Taishian sect won't be able to step in. Then the River Alliance will watch the Marching Sect and the Taishian sect fighting without getting involved. She is quite smart. I like dealing with smart people. Alright, both of you, get lost, someone, set them off. Should we just sit around and do nothing, Senior Chanwu? Our minds were racked, but Xie Yin ditched everything and left. That's just your prejudice talking, Yenner. He must be seeking external help. But he went to the River Alliance. They hold a grudge against us. There's no way they would help us. Xie Yin never thinks about the consequences. He only does what he wants. Maybe ordinary people wouldn't know what to do at all. But Mr. Xie isn't one of them. I'm sure he will return with good news. I hope you can respect Mr. Xie more, or I'll tell our sect to take you back. I don't want you here as a bad influence on our confidence. What did you say, Ji Chanwu? I'm a bad influence. Fine. I'll leave then. Xie Yin isn't a reliable branch leader, and Senior Chanwu somehow admires him. Our sect is in big trouble now. I'm anxious about it, but I can't do anything but fighting. My master will be so disappointed in me. What bothers you, Mr. Yenner? If you need some sympathetic ears, we are right here. What are you here for? I have nothing to talk with you about. According to Senior Chanwu, it was the local forces that destroyed our mines, but we have no evidence to prove that. Don't be nervous, Miss Yenner. Actually, Child Ji had us find you. He wondered if you could do him a favor. Child Ji, how come? Why would he remember me? Are you serious, Miss Yenner? You're so pretty and smart. You've naturally impressed Child Ji. We know you because you stalk Ji Yuntao every day. Child Ji loves innocent girls like you, Miss Yenner. He adores you. A silly girl with a sensitive character can be a perfect puppet. I've learned how perfect you are, Mr. Yenner, Child Yuntao. Did he really say that? Child Yuntao is very worried about Xufeng's overall development. While Mr. Xie doesn't care about that at all, he's been messing around. I'm saying this since there's no one nearby. We did do something to the mines, but we did it because Xie Yan is so unreasonable. Child Ji hopes that Xufeng's city can be more peaceful. That's why he decided to teach Xie Yan a lesson. He did it to warn Xie Yan not to be so willful and short-sighted. Well, that's exactly the problem. Xie Yan is indeed terrible. Even I want to beat him. If you can teach him a lesson and make him behave, I'll agree. What is Child Ji's plan? Xie Yan raided and destroyed our mines. There's a big chance that our mines won't be able to produce any ores again. Not to mention his raid killed many innocent people. He's so devious that even Child Ji could only find the slightest trace on him. That's not enough to convict him. If you can write down a letter confirming that Xie Yan raided our mines, Child Yuntao will be impressed. Did Child Yuntao tell you this? I know what you're worried about. The Marching Sect will be involved. But it's just a minor mistake of picking the wrong person to be the branch leader. Just let Xie Yan take all the blames. He'll die. His death won't do any harm to the overall situation here and you'll make a meritorious exploit. There's a big chance for you to succeed in the branch leader position. Do I look that stupid? Or you think I care about that position? The Marching Sect's mines were destroyed, and our workers died. You are the ones who played dirty. Now you want me to write down a letter to betray my own sect? You got us wrong, Leave it to me. I see you're not stupid at all, Miss Yenner. But only women know women. Marrying the right person is so much more important than protecting your sect. Child Yuntao wants you to betray your sect because that's the only way he can accept you. A woman from an evil sect, think about it, marrying gentle, handsome Child Yuntao and living a happy life with him. Don't you want that? I would love it. I did hate Xie Yan and like Child Yuntao, but now Ji Yuntao disgusts me. I'm the formal disciple of the Grand Elder in the Marching Sect. Who is he to persuade me to hurt and betray my sect? Who does he think I am? Get lost. The information we got said she's just a silly girl with big boobs. We failed. We used Ji Yuntao's name without permission. Don't let him know. Ji Yuntao, child warm jade. What devious trash. I took you wrong. It's all Xie Yan's fault. If you were more like a gentleman, I wouldn't have taken a look at another man. Xishan City, Jiangnan region. Achoo. Did you catch a cold, master? It's windy beside the river. Take care. I'm okay. A cold is nothing for cultivators. It must be caused by someone thinking about me. Is it the sect leader or Shinsi? I'm so hot. It's natural that women think about me all day. Huh. He's so creepy. I want to beat him up. What's wrong, Master Xie? Nothing. I just thought about something. I'll try to talk to Jingjiner. Did you just choose that muscular woman over me? You won't smile for long. Senior Ji will screw you one day. This is unexpected. I must return and tell Senior G about this. 10 days later, Tsufeng City. You finally came back, Mr. Xie. Don't worry, Mr. Xie. Everything went well when you were away. The local forces didn't mess around much. Thanks for your hard work during this time. What's wrong with her? She's got that spaced out look since she went out one day. She doesn't look ill. She looks as if she just got turned down after expressing love. No way, Sure Yenner would only have a crush on someone. She'd never make it clear. Sure Yenner, hey, wake up. Sure. Have you gained the support of the River Alliance, Xia Yen? Yeah, it's done, we've got the ore tax. What's wrong with her? She scared the hell out of me. Good job. You've really impressed me. What's your point? Nothing, you must take Tsufeng City and not disgrace the Maching sect. And reveal that hypocrite Ji Yuntao's true colors. Maching sect's branch. I don't know why you changed your opinions about me, but I do need your help. Ji Yuntao and I were thinking about the same thing. We all think the River Alliance would mark a turning point in our conflict. And Jinjiner, the River Alliance's chief, is a shrewd bear. She would sell cold iron ores to the Maching sect and local forces in Tsufeng, trying to watch us fight. So everything returned to the start point. But no one got an advantage out of this. Why do you suddenly feel cold? You shouldn't have scared me. I don't allow you to be rude to Master Xia Yen. The Maching sect lost since it broke even with local forces. If we didn't have to care about the mining rights, I would have eliminated all of them. That's what an evil sect would do. I have an idea. Their ship is light with few ores, so they'll arrive in Tsufeng City within 3 days. Let's intercept that ship. Just pull the plug? Good idea then. Ji-chan Wu, check out the terrain and choose an ambush point. Besides, call our escorts back. That way, our ship will be vulnerable. But there aren't enough men in this branch anyway. We have to gather together and mate it at once. Sure Yenner, you're the third strongest one in this branch. You'll be the vanguard of the hijack. Okay, I'll take care of it. Why is it getting colder in this room? Alright, leave our branch to me. We will make a big deal with full force this time. 2 days later. Kneel and get your hands above your head, or you'll be dead. There's something off. They are all common sailors. I see no one from the local forces. Huh, isn't it great to win without fighting? They wouldn't ship the ores without any guards. Where are the enemies? So you are saying the ship and ores are all fine, but there's something wrong with our enemies? I asked my informant, and learned that the heads of local forces, Ji Yuntao and Xia Daoyun, are all in the city. We wanted to kill their crew and grab the ores secretly while there's no veteran on the ship. But now it looks like they lured us here. I'm worried that the information we got may be wrong and they might hijack our ship as well. What's this? An exchange? They only got about 1,500 kilos on their ship, but we had 23,930 kilos. Well played. Have some sweet grapes, Chan Wu. Don't be so angry. I'm not in the mood of eating now, Mr. Xie. The Jiangnan meeting will start the day after tomorrow. We don't even have enough time to repurchase enough ores from the River Alliance. Since only common sailors are on that ship, keep them alive. Offer meals to them. We'll release them later. As for our ores, it's too late to secure them. But don't panic. We'll see who wins in the Jiangnan meeting. Ji Yuntao planned all this. We always came up with the same idea. Interesting. Do you have a thumb card up your sleeve, Mr. Xie? Meanwhile. Hurry up. Don't miss anything. Move the ores ashore and send them back to Tsufeng City by carriage. How insightful you are, Child Yuntao. You released fake news and made the Maching sect think we're still in the city. They wouldn't know we had been lying in ambush here already. You took those ores as bait to lure their guards away, and we seized the opportunity and attacked their ships easily. But we lost our ores. We bought that with our money. Don't be so petty, Madam Hao. Exchanging more than 23,000 kilos ores with 1,500 kilos. That's a great deal. The more, the merrier. Remember what I told you. Don't kill anyone without a solid reason. After the ores are transported, lock up the sailors for now and release them after the Jiangnan meeting. The Maching sect can't do anything now. What would you do now, Xia Yen? On the day of the Jiangnan meeting. Xiakou City, Jiangnan region. It said you are gentle and low-key? Now I know it's true, child warm jade indeed. Xiao Tianho, governor of the Jiangnan region, at the pre-celestial stage. I'm flattered. I really appreciate people's favor. I'm afraid I don't deserve it. Miss Daoyun, I can see how unworldly and elegant you are. But there's an extraordinary aura on you. No wonder you are the best disciple of the Fanxin sect in your generation. Don't make fun of me, sir. I've learned how inexperienced I am during this journey. I've practiced Sword of Immortal Limpidity for nearly 20 years. But I wobbled while facing the outside world. Few people could realize that. When you comprehend a moment of wobble is just the moon image in the mind lake, I will always stand fast with my true self. The pre-celestial stage will be within your reach. Please have a seat, Daoyun. Your martial aunt, Imperial Concubine Yun, told me to take care of you if I could meet you someday. Jiangnan region includes Wuling City, Jinyang City, Linen City, Sichuan City, Xiakou City, Xishan City, Xiqing City, and Tsufeng City. 8 gangs used to take charge of one city respectively, but later, Shishan gang merged with others and founded the River Alliance. They occupy almost half of the Jiangnan region. A few years ago, the Maching sect drove the River Alliance away from Xufeng City when Xufeng gang just joined the River Alliance. The old chief of the river happened to pass away at that time. The two things stalled the River Alliance's expansion. Even so, the River Alliance is too deep-rooted to be moved. You were right to start with the Maching sect, the newcomer. Thank you for the information, sir. All right, the Jiangnan meeting starts from sunrise and ends with sundown. Since the sun is rising in the east, the other forces should be coming. The first ones are the people you told me about. Our tax only requires 1,500 kilos from us, but we all take it very seriously. Here are 5,000 kilos of cold iron ores for the court. Please kindly accept it, Mr. Chow. That's why you came with a high profile, right? You wanted me to know the exact number. But this is good to hear. I thank you on behalf of the court. Child Yuntao required us to arrive at the Jiangnan meeting as soon as possible to win Mr. Chow's favor. It will help us to deal with the Maching sect later. We'll take down the Maching sect with their ores. How splendid! We've got more than 15,000 kilos left after giving out this 5,000. The number is enough for us to make a fortune. Another force is coming. It's the Xiaoko gang. They're good at taming dolphins. When it comes to a sea fight, they will be as swift as the wind. Greetings, Mr. Chow. Mr. Song, the leader of the Xiaoko gang, in the 9th level of the post-celestial stage. This is the Wuling gang. Martial cultivation may not be their strong suit, but they have a unique way of running businesses. They have made a great fortune and recruited many talents. It's been a while, Mr. Chow. Mr. Wu, the leader of the Wuling gang in the 7th level of the post-celestial stage. I feel like I'm turning blind every time I see you, Wu. Long time no see. Mr. Peng, the leader of the Shichen gang, in the 9th level of the post-celestial stage. Mr. Peng is the leader of Shichen gang. They're good at crafting weapons. The court values them as well. Those 3 gangs have allied with the River Alliance on the surface, but they don't want to merge. You can be friends with them when you set foot in Xufeng City. The River Alliance will become a top-tier sect if it keeps expanding and occupies the entire Jiangnan region. No one wants that. The Han Empire's order has been settled. Having another top sect may cause more conflicts. You seem absent-minded, Daoyun. I'm just thinking if it's too early for us to deal with the River Alliance only. We don't know what is up the Maching sect's sleeve after all. The River Alliance and the Maching sect happen to be late. You want to hit the road right after winning? I'm just about to show you my ability. This game you taught me is interesting. Let's have another 100 rounds. It's getting late. We should set off for the Jiangnan meeting, but it's inappropriate for us to go there together. Let's separate for now. I hope you won't forget about your promise, Chief. I knew you brought mahjong tiles here to please us, so that you can make sure I wouldn't break my promise. Alright, I get it. It's a waste for us not to use the Maching sect as a shield anyway. Then I'll be leaving. Usually, some people would look worried in the Jiangnan meeting, but I see you are all relaxed. You're even in the mood for chatting. Looks like you didn't lose the subtle competition with the River Alliance this year. We adjusted our way of doing things and played some small tricks. Anyway, we stopped the River Alliance from taking an inch. So what if Xingjuner is as cunning as a fox? She lost. Not bad, but remember, some things can only stay below the surface. You can't let anything affect the mining. The court sees cold iron ores as a key resource. Gangs in Jiangnan region are short-sighted. Letting the Taishan sect and the Fanxin sect balance the forces is good for the court. I heard many accidents happened in Xufeng City. It happened because of the Maching sect. They've caused lots of trouble, but we couldn't gather enough evidence to convict them. We just bear the loss ourselves. But rest assured, Mr. Chow, no matter how hard our lives are, the ore tax will always be delivered. The Maching sect is messing with the entire city. Everyone in Xufeng City wishes the court to uphold justice. I see. But according to the agreement that was reached when the Han Empire was founded, the court only has the right to supervise these powers. We can't meddle with your conflicts. But if the Maching sect can't deliver enough tax, it'll be a breach. In that case, the court would have a reason to uphold justice for you. That's reassuring. The Maching sect won't deliver enough or tax. They aren't here, are they? They don't even dare to show up. Bastards in the Jiangnan region and Chao. I miss you so much. They are coming. The River Alliance likes making an impressive entrance. Unrestrained esoterica. Miss Jin, your greeting is as enthusiastic as always. You threw a ship right at me last year, and I could barely take that. Your figure? Looks like you've made progress on Chaotic Bear Mantra and finally kept your rampaging internal power under control. Congratulations. Congratulations to you too, Chao. I wanted to shoot right through your head. Looks like you improved your unrestrained esoterica as well. Come have a seat. Wait, what did you toss? It looks like a gambling card that is often found in casinos. It's called mahjong. Playing it is fun. Mr. Xia from the Maching sect invented it. Shall we start a few rounds? But we need a prize. How about we gamble on your territories? I've quit gambling for years. Please don't push me back to it, Chief. Yeah, gambling is bad for your health and public morality. We'd better not, Chief. Gambling may be fun for now, but it's addictive. Boring. The Jiangnan meeting is about to start. Let's save that for later. It's getting late, Mr. Chow. Everyone is here besides the marching sect. We can't put everyone on hold just for Xia Yin. True, then. Why would the weather change so quickly? A palanquin flying in the sky with whimpering melodies? I live in a bamboo grove, the sky unseen. The road hither is steep and dangerous. I arrive alone and late. Alone I stand on the mountaintop while the clouds gather beneath me. All gloomy and dark is the day. The east wind drifts, and God sends down rain. Waiting for the Divine One, I forget to go home. The year is late. Who will now bedeck me? It's ghostly but beautiful. Who wrote this poem? I didn't know anyone who could make such a wonderful poem. I sensed the ghostly aura is all over this place, but I found it's thin after scanning the surroundings with my senses. I sensed the ghostly aura is all over this place, but I found it's thin after scanning the surroundings with my senses. I'll use my skill and take a look. Ghosts for real? They don't have substances. It's not much of a threat, but it's the art of a psychic. I only saw this kind of evil art from the ancient records in my sect. Where did the marching sect gain that? Sorry to have kept you waiting, everyone. I'm Xia Yin, the branch leader of the marching sect here. I'm late because I had to prepare enough ores to pay the tax, sorry. I heard Mr. Xia is just in the 9th level of the post-celestial stage, controlling substances with internal power and walking on air. Only pre-celestial cultivators can do that. This is horrible. We can't mess with him. Wow, what a harvest. Looks like they haven't noticed anything. They think I'm at the pre-celestial stage. Masters at the pre-celestial stage such as Chao Tianho and Jin Jin'er could notice something is off quickly, but they couldn't see ghosts. Oh, Xia Daoyun is quite pretty, but she looks so staid, not as sultry as my wife. I see you are a real talent from the marching sect. What a genius way to control ghosts. I admire that. Only Ji Yuntao, who has cultivated mantra of Middle Heaven Polaris, could see ghosts clearly. Seems like the martial arts of the Taishian sect can restrain ghosts. On the other side, it was right to tell Qinger to stay away while I use Ghost Parade. She worked hard on this. I need to think about how to reward her later. You flattered me, Child Yuntao. That's just a small trick. It can't compete with the Taishian sect's grand arts. I'm Xia Yin from the marching sect. Nice to meet you, Mr. Chow. May I ask you a question? Please go ahead, Mr. Xia. Why would outsiders be at this meeting? I don't remember that the Taishian sect and the Fanxin sect have the right to attend this meeting. They are my younger acquaintances. I brought them here to broaden their horizon. Don't mind them, Mr. Xia. It's getting late. We should get seated and start the Jiangnan meeting. Sure. Ji Yuntao and Xia Daoyun are close with the court. They got Chow as their support. I know I've said this before, but I need to emphasize this again. The Jiangnan meeting's procedure is fixed. Please follow it. I'm here on behalf of the court to collect the ore tax and preserve order if necessary. The court won't meddle with issues related to the mine's shares. Please negotiate it yourselves. If the received amount of ores is less or inferior than the standard, the court will take back the forces mining right for the other forces to handle. Getting a good result or not depends on your abilities. Now, present and read the account book that each city submitted. From the last 8th of lunar January to the 8th of the lunar January this year, Jinyang City has produced 60,000 kilos of cold iron ores in total, including 22,500 superb kilos, 29,000 fine kilos, 6,000 qualified kilos, and 2,500 flawed kilos. The ore tax requires 18,000 kilos of ores with fine or above quality. The amount and requirement have been met. Xiaoko City has produced 56,500 kilos of cold iron ores in total. The amount and requirement have been met. Wuling City, Linen City, Xishan City. From the last 8th of lunar January to the 8th of the lunar January this year, Marching Sect in Xufeng City has produced 80,000 kilos of cold iron ores in total. The amount and requirement have been met. How dare you lie in front of everyone, Xia Yan? What's wrong? Mines in Xufeng suffered from multiple accidents, Mr. Chow. The output on the book might be true, but they can't deliver enough ore tax. I overestimated you, Xia Yan. I thought you would use some tricks, however, you just tried to deceive the court. This is unforgivable. My ores are on their way here. Why would you accuse me of that? You look ugly when you try to frame me, Mr. Zhao. On their way here? Save it, Mr. Xia. Our people were watching the port all the time and they only saw you returning alone. There was no ship with ores. Can you tell us where your ores are? Still refuse to admit defeat even now? Ores? You have nothing to deliver except your life. What do you want to say, Mr. Xia? What's the hurry? Is there a rule saying one must deliver the ores as he arrives? Can't you just wait for a few hours? Everything will become clear when the right time comes. He's bluffing to buy himself some time, Mr. Chow. I think we should repel the marching sect from Xufeng City. We all know the current situation of the marching sect. Stop struggling and save yourself some dignity. Mr. Xie. Quitting now is better than getting repelled. No one knows what happened to my mines and ores better than you. Don't let your ores make you overconfident. If the marching sect loses its mining right, we'll have nothing holding us back. Enjoy your happy time now because things may go south for you in the future. Are you threatening us in public, Xie Yan? Mr. Chao is watching, Mr. Xie. You've gone too far to threaten us. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Yan Tao. The marching sect never messes with anyone without a proper reason. And we have our reason this time. Mr. Xie, I beat these two for trying to touch Yan's thighs. You must make things right for me, Mr. Xie. I can't live without a clean reputation. See? Here's the proper reason. Chan Wu, give them back to Mr. Wu. If it happens again, just cut off the thing between their legs. Enjoy your happy life for now, people. Don't think about framing your death on the marching sect if that happens someday. Sure, Yen was the one who beat them for no reason. Xie Yan, stop trying to muddle through. Get lost if you don't have enough ores. Enough, Mr. Xie. Jiangnan meeting isn't where you can mess around. If you can't pay the ore tax, I'll have to take away your mining right on behalf of the court. Oh, I'm not messing around. I was nice enough to let them be men after harassing my martial sister. Besides, who says I can't pay the tax? They are on their way here. I've told you many times. They are there. I can see them. Of course, they couldn't intercept my second shipment by guarding the waterways to Xifeng City. Qinger is back. Seems like Shinjiner has kept her promise. Xie Yan can control such a clear animal ghost. Looks like that's how he blew up the mines. I knew you'd play dirty, so I asked Chief Shin to directly send our purchase to Xiakou City. I did that for Mahjong, or else I wouldn't care about your mess. It should be here now. What? My lord, another ship with ores has arrived. What? Impossible. The marching sect has enough ores then. Did we work so hard for nothing? Think of a way, Child Ji. Well played, Mr. Xie. I admire your wisdom. Looks like the River Alliance doesn't want the marching sect to be out of the picture. Shinjiner is a shrewd woman, but that's okay. I've prepared for it. Daoyun, since the marching sect pays the tax, there's nothing I can do to help you. The court has to follow the oaths of the alliance. Please don't mind me, Mr. Chao. The Fanxin sect wants no oaths to be broken. It's getting late. Since all the ores have arrived, let's start the inspection. Jinyang City delivered 18,250 fine kilos and 5 ships in total. Marching sect in Xifeng City has delivered 20,400 fine kilos and 12 ships in total. Wuling City, Linen City, Xiqing City. I heard you paid 3,500 more kilos to kiss the courts, but wow, how great you are. What's your point? Don't let it go to your head. We have plenty of time to settle this, Xie Yan. Plenty of time? You wish. I'm afraid you won't have the chance. Something is off. Xie Yan's attitude is so strange. Does he have something else up in his sleeves except for the River Alliance? Forces in Xifeng City have delivered 5,000 superb kilos in total. No way. Even the River Alliance only pays the ore tax with fine quality. There's no way they sold superb ores to others. Are the ores fake? I specifically asked them to verify the quality. They know the ores too well to mistake the quality. Only we delivered superb ores. That must impress the court. Even if we can't get rid of the marching sect for now, we still stand a chance to achieve our goals step by step in the future. There's no future for you. Xie Yan wouldn't bluff at this hour. The 4 of them must have seen the ores wrong. What do you mean, Child Ji? We didn't win, but we didn't lose either. We just failed to make the marching sect suffer. Objection. Something is wrong with your ores. You missed and now you're out. The local forces in Xifeng City counterfeited ores to fool the court. How's that even possible? We checked the ores, and they were fine. Besides, the River Alliance sold this batch to the marching sect. How could it be counterfeit? Did the River Alliance do that on purpose to set the marching sect up? Has the River Alliance mastered a counterfeit skill that's way better than we could imagine? Woo. Watch your mouth. I'm always a forthright woman. If you slander me with made-up accusations again, the River Alliance will feed you to sharks. Mr. Xie, the inspector didn't report anything wrong. Do you have anything to prove your conclusion? I don't like slandering. You want proof? Of course I have. Superb cold iron ore is very rare. With their petty amount of mines, how could they deliver 5,000 superb kilos? And there's no way they could buy such fine quality from other forces. Take care, Mr. Chao. How will you explain to the court if you return with those fake ores? I just picked one ore randomly. Please have a look. Wait, why could he cut a superb cold iron ore open so easily? Even a master in the first level of the pre-celestial stage might not be able to do that. Could he be? Why is the core green? The core of a superb cold iron ore should black. No wonder he cracked it so easily. He did it so easily because he's strong enough. If Mr. Wu had such strength, he wouldn't have delivered those counterfeit goods to the court unless that was exactly what they wanted. I see. If I had been the one checking the ores, things wouldn't have come to this. I slacked and trusted them too much. Some people just can't help making counterfeit goods. Thanks to Mr. Xie, These goods won't go to the market and damage Jiangnan region's reputation. I thought only pre-celestial masters could verify the authenticity. I underestimated Xie Yan. Now I need to improve our skills to make a final version of counterfeits and make a great fortune in the neighboring country. I know we sometimes make fake ores, medicine, and weapons to fool the neighboring barbarian countries, but delivering those to fool the court? Are you out of your mind? Impossible. The marching sect must have placed a counterfeit or to frame us. Yeah, that must be it. Shut up. Unrestrained esoterica. All of them are counterfeit. Do the inspection again. Pick one out of every 100 from all the ores. I'll inspect the ores myself. I've been hosting the annual Jiangnan meeting for more than 10 years, but this is the first time I've ever seen such disrespect to the court. I'll investigate this and convict whoever is involved in this. The ores came from the marching sect. They set us up. We are wrong, Mr. Chow. Look at what you're doing, lying through your teeth, let alone the fact that all your ores are counterfeit. Why would you have the marching sect's ores? Why, tell us. Force me to throw good money after bad? I'll make you pay for all this sooner or later. It must be your trick. Xie Yan, who knows how many kinds of evil arts your sect has? Don't get fooled, Mr. Chow. How dare you rave in front of a high official from the court? Don't think about confusing the right and wrong here, evil. At least our sect delivered a perfect batch. Investigate as much as you want, Mr. Chow. Marching sect didn't evade any taxes. I swear it on my wife's life. The local forces in Xufeng City are now expelled from the Jiangnan meeting and deprived of their cold iron or mining right for deceiving the court. Other exact penalties will be discussed after the Jiangnan meeting. We're innocent, Mr. Chow. The marching sect set us up. Please believe us. The inspection continues. Take the ores here. All of you. Please let us go on board and take some ores for the inspection, sirs. I guarantee all my goods are real. You can inspect them all if you want. Sure, suit yourselves. Don't be stupid. Woo. Do you want to spend the day on the inspection instead of the Jiangnan meeting? Remember to pick ores from different corners. I'll have some of my men help you get it done. Make it quick. Thanks, Miss Shin. My ores came from River Alliance. Take your pick. How about having some men help me as well, Chief? Huh. Why would the Fort Xufeng locals do such a thing? They should be good people. What a shame. You've got what you wanted, Xie. Save it, you made me sick. You do have a sense of humor, Miss Shin. I admire your wisdom, Mr. Xie. If you weren't from an evil sect, we'd have nice communication. Origin point gained. Appreciation, Ji Yuntao. That doesn't sound right, Mr. Yuntao. I may come from the opposite side and have played against you, but I pay my taxes and take care of my local friends. Am I not a good person? He really admires me. Well, he's a man of his words. Despite our different standpoints, there's nothing bad of him to be criticized. It's said that one's background doesn't matter at all. You divide people into good and evil with your bias at the very start. In that case, how can you really know anyone? Good and evil? It doesn't matter. All of you are just a bunch of bumpkins who can only think about how to mooch off the Jiangnan region. Ms. Jin, stop talking about the pot calling the kettle black. The River Alliance wanted no less in the past. Did I say I wasn't one of you? Why did you bring that up? Shouldn't we condemn the outsiders together? Bah, no one is together with you, old maid. Or are you just asking for a beating, woo? Wow, look how close they are. Are we looking at the same thing, Mr. Xie? Close or not, it's lively. They won't argue for long. Mr. Chow should wrap things up soon. The last ore, it's a good one, except for the ores on that small ship. All the other ores are real. That's great. I've done inspecting. How was the inspection, Mr. Chow? Was there anything wrong? What kind of question is that, Mr. Song? What could possibly go wrong? Everything must be fine. Your ores are real. You can relax now. Good, then not everyone dares to lie to the court. Since the inspection has been done, shall we enter the next phase? Yes, the inspection took me long enough. Let's distribute the cold iron or mining rights in Jiangnan region now. Here comes the key point. We'll start with Xufeng City since things have gone wrong in that area. I recommend replacing the Xufeng locals with Xie Daoyun and Ji Yuntao from the Fanxin sect and the Taishan sect respectively. What do you think? I knew he'd help those two get into Xufeng City. Their expectation went from the marching sect minds to the Xufeng locals' minds. That's not what they really wanted. I agree. I didn't expect Jinjuna would be the first one to say yes. What happened to our friendship? What do you mean, Chief? Nothing, I just want more people to play mahjong with me. That's cruel but understandable. If Xie and Ji get a foothold in Xufeng City, the three sects will restrain each other. That way, there will be no match for the River Alliance. I thought they didn't want the Taishan sect to enter the Jiangnan region. Are the Taishan sect and the Fanxin sect really coming to Xufeng City? Calm down. The court can only make recommendations on issues related to the mining fights. At worst, just fight for that. An evil sect like us doesn't have a reputation to maintain anyway. Votes can't get them in. They'll have to defeat me first. Those righteous sects are not like us. They think of bullying as a dishonor. At least I'll be facing Xie Daoyun and Ji Yuntao only at this meeting because pre-celestial martial artists and their sects must be too proud to fight me. I don't agree, me, either, same here. Jiangnan region can only have one major sect, not two. What if the Taishan sect and the Fanxin sect think Xifeng city is too small to share with others and decide to snatch our territories as the Maching sect did? The Maching sect is the River Alliance's match now, and that's enough for us. If their sects fight the Maching sect all day, who knows whether Jinjinu will start tackling us. Anyway, I'll just play against the River Alliance. I can't say yes to that either. The locals' minds are too small for Mr. Yuntao and Miss Xie. It's better to let the Maching sect handle them all. The River Alliance has 4 votes because they're in charge of 4 cities, so it's a draw. Since you can't agree to disagree, let's move this forward with the tradition. Plus Xie Daoyun and Ji Yuntao, all of you will fight for the mining rights that belong to the Xifeng locals. I'm out. Xifeng city is too far away from Xiakou city. I don't want to get involved. Count me out. Wuling City has many businesses and is on good terms with all sects. It's not worth it to offend a major sect for a small mining area. Xiqing City is next to Xifeng City, but we mind our own businesses only. I'm out. What a bunch of losers. You flinched before it even got started. People will laugh at us, and I can't stand that. Are you in, Miss Shin? Well, make a guess. You have your eyes on Xifeng City too? I thought with our friendship, at least you wouldn't make things worse for me. I don't think she's gonna play. But I have to be prepared because she's too unpredictable. If she decides to play, she can defeat Ji Yuntao and me combined. Put personal relationships aside. I'm striving for my sect here, and I feel nothing wrong with that. The adorable Mahjong aside, I gave out something precious that day for you, Chief. Forget it. Let it be a dream that moved me even after it was over. Didn't I compensate you with ores? Why did you bring that up? Something precious. Could it be? No wonder Jinjinu was suddenly cured. Perhaps some kind of an energy-absorbing art from the evil sect got her rampaging internal power under control. She paid him off with only a few ships of ores. What a loss, Mr. Xie. Shut up, losers. Fine, my health is worth a lot more than ships of ores. The River Alliance is out too. I won't step into your mess. I'll leave all this to you. Xifeng locals only had bits of the total shares. It's best for the River Alliance to watch the Taishan sect and the Fanxin sect fighting violently with the Maching sect. Daoyun. I'm okay with it. Do what you want, Senior G. Thanks for your understanding, Daoyun. And thank you for appreciating and recommending us, Mr. Chao. No need. Recommending was I could do. The result depends on you. So it leaves the two of us in the impasse, Mr. Yuntao. I wouldn't use the word impasse. I'd quit if you were at the 6th level of the post-celestial stage because I already lost on the strategic aspect. But I don't want to give up after a long time of planning. Luckily, you're also at the 9th level, so this is not a bully. You first, Mr. Yuntao. So this is what the righteous sect is like. Besides matters of principle, they even need a reasonable cause to fight. That's oddly cute, but I like it. Mr. Xie, please. Branch Master Xie, although we're both at the 9th layer of the acquired realm, I am more or less your senior in terms of experience, so there's no need to be polite. Just go ahead and make your move. Since you said so. Brother Yuntao, please guide me. Condensing one's innate energy to fire a sword tip from one's fingers. How wonderful it is that the finger of flowery swords of the Maching sect can perform such a miraculous feat even at the 9th layer of the acquired realm. Limitless unpolarization force. Fades away. Limitless unpolarization force. I had heard from Chanwu that this defensive method is one of the moves of the true heavenly mantra of the primordial god. It can use all the force borrowed from an attack as a dissipation force and use it to neutralize the attack. I didn't expect that even a power as cohesive as the finger of flowery swords could be dispelled by it. With a defensive method no less powerful than divine impact of Zen, and of the same level, I'm afraid this will be a long-lasting battle. Although I can use the finger of nirvana to recover my state, it will deplete origin points after all, so I should use it sparingly if possible. Let me exchange blows with him up close and personal for now. 7 Autumns of the Big Dipper, Dubhe. Divine impact of Zen. Reflect. This move, which is similar to the Heavenly Guard, but not the same as it, and can generate a repulsive force, is very interesting. I've never seen anyone else from the Maching sect use this technique. Branch Master Xie, could this be a unique technique that was developed by being improved upon by you? That's right, let alone the Maching sect. Even if one were to scour the entire Han Empire, I would dare say that I, Xie Yin, am the first one able to use the divine impact of Zen. Although the Heavenly Guard is only an acquired realm technique, Branch Master Xie's ability to improve it proves that your distinguished self is truly an extraordinary prodigy. Brother Yuntao isn't bad either. If it wasn't for the divine impact of Zen's defensive capability, which far exceeds that of the Heavenly Guard, I'm afraid I would have been finished just now. Branch Master Xie, please guide me once more. 7 Autumns of the Big Dipper. 5-fold deadly strike. Of Alcade. Oh, how brilliant! The Tai Xian Sect's sevenfold deadly strike of Alcade can instantly deliver a palm strike with sevenfold the power, and this Ji Yuntao can already perform a fivefold deadly strike. That whelp, Xie Yin, is good too. His defensive martial art can actually move according to his will and withstand 2 of those multipliers. Old Chow, who do you think will win between them? Even though Xie Yin of the marching sect is an individual of outstanding ability, his experience in fighting others is lacking, so I believe Ji Yuntao of the Tai Xian sect has the upper hand. Old Chow and I hold similar views, so it looks like that whelp, Xie Yin, will lose. For what it's worth, Branch Master Xie is the most specially gifted prodigy of his generation of the marching sect. At such a young age, he's already reached the 9th layer of the acquired realm. He's also the husband of the magical dignified reality, Qin Xinzi, and soon after he joined her sect, he climbed through the ranks to become a branch master. How could he lose in such few and typical moves? Furthermore, Lord Chow only said that young Lord Yuntao has the upper hand, so don't brag about it as if you've already won, great boss Shin. Xie Yin, you have to put your back into it. Don't let Ji Yuntao beat you no matter what. That bastard, Ji Yuntao, has made a lot of progress in his martial arts. I hope the branch master will be alright. Brother Yuntao, don't just get on someone else's boat as you please. Come back here. As expected of you, Brother Yuntao, and here I thought I'd be able to get you to fall into the water for some wet look fun. Your move barely missed me, Branch Master Xie, so I'll have to use my full strength next. It's getting late. It's time for us to decide the outcome of this battle. True heavenly mantra of the primordial god. At long last, Ji Yuntao's true heavenly mantra of the primordial god. But the present me is no longer daunted by your spiritual awe. Wait, Chinger, come back here. Eat my headbutt. Brother Yuntao, you really don't want to suffer the slightest loss. I destroyed your boat, so you had to destroy mine. Chinger, all she needed to do was help me counteract the spiritual intimidation, but she just had to stubbornly go up against it. Now she's gone and perished with it. It's a good thing she's more or less immortal. It's impolite not to reciprocate what one receives. And I also wanted to see the meaning of the word wet look that came out from Branch Master Xie's mouth. I thought that the unusual and nefarious spiritual being he's cultivating could be suppressed by the true heavenly mantra of the primordial god. I never imagined that it could actually defeat my spiritual manifestation. It's really remarkable. Just because you couldn't think of it doesn't mean I can't do it. I'm going to give it my all next. Brother Yuntao, you should beware. Ji Yuntao is really something. It looks like he's going to use his ultimate move. Wait and see. Apparently, Xie Yin has really mastered the Finger of Flowery Swords killing move. I'm actually rather looking forward to it. Finger of Flowery Swords, Withering of the 100 Flowers. 7 Autumns of the Big Dipper, 5-fold glittering sword tip. Who won? I can't tell for sure. Surname Jin, couldn't you have helped us clear our field of sight while you were at it? Why should I help you? You're full of shit. Who won? Who won? I can't tell for sure. According to the information we've recently gathered from some sources about Branch Master Xie, I'm afraid Elder Martial Brother Ji is in trouble. He doesn't have a fingering technique that can heal injuries and restore innate energy as the one Branch Master Xie is rumored to possess. The gentle dignified prince is in trouble? But Daoyun, looking at your expression, you don't seem to be even the slightest bit concerned about it. It's because I've come to a sudden realization. I had been plotting with Elder Martial Brother Ji for a good while, so I thought we were determined to succeed. But we never expected that someone as out of the ordinary as Branch Master Xie would come out of nowhere and crush our plans one after another. The world is unpredictable, just like this great river before our eyes. Mortal life in this world is like riding through raging and terrifying waves. Only by using our heart as a boat can we not lose sight of our true spirit. So that's how it is. I understand now. As expected of the Buddhist Shinjai's mind scripture of the abyss of worldly woes and innate spirit, regardless of all things in nature, or the outcome of victory or defeat, it always allows one to understand the truth by themselves, enabling a breakthrough. Brother Yuntao is really amazing. The Withering of the 100 Flowers was to no avail on Ji Yuntao. If I want to win, I'll have to fight a battle of attrition with him and use the Finger of Nirvana to restore my energy. Let's keep going. Finger of Nirvana. Branch Master Xie, I should be the one praising your might. Judging from his condition, he seems to have fully recovered his innate energy. What a wondrous fingering technique. Although I still have some trump cards to play, it would be too disgraceful for me to continue this impasse. I concede this battle. Huh? What? Ji Yuntao, you whelp, how in the world can you admit defeat before the match is over? Are you okay in the head or what? Then I will have to fail to live up to the high expectations given by head boss Shin. We have already lost in strategy, and won't be able to excel Branch Master Xie in martial arts for a while, so why should we invite humiliation by enduring hardship? In fact, I came to Jiangnan Administrative Region mainly to help Junior Martial Sister Xie capture Yan Jie, The scheme to obtain the cold iron ore was only conceived at the last moment, thanks to Junior Martial Sister Xia's continuous support. Branch Master Xia, this battle doesn't relate to my sect. There's no need for you to worry about the Taishian sect's elders intervening. The great Taishian sect is a follower of righteousness. I've never had such worries. Not to mention, this guy sure meets gains and losses with equanimity. He's so virtuous it's making me feel embarrassed. Branch Master Xia is a broad-minded gentleman. It was me who was being narrow-minded. I and Junior Martial Sister Xia discussed it earlier. If we won this battle, the Kafong mine would belong to the Buddhist Xinjiang. If we lost, we would immediately depart the Jiangnan administrative region and never come up with a plan for the cold iron ore again. Now that I have thoroughly lost in all aspects, it's time for us to leave. Junior Martial Sister Xia, Junior Martial Sister Xia? Don't startle her, the little lass is on her final push towards the innate realm. Let's move further away and leave her in peace by herself. Wait a minute, why now, why here, why is she leveling up all of a sudden? What stupid words you're saying, Branch Master Xia? Is there a time or place to advance to the innate realm? I'm just frickin' afraid that she'll beat me up after she finishes her advancement. Is this the energy force of an innate realm expert? It's truly impressive. I'm an innate realm expert too, why don't you praise my awesomeness? How unbearable, I can't breathe. I feel like I've been thrown deep underwater, I can't move. The innate energy and its force that dissipates when an acquired realm practitioner makes his final push to the innate realm is beneficial for those who haven't yet reached it, so relax everyone. What the heck is up with this Xia Daoyun? They say people go into seed mode when they're in the heat of battle, but this is the first time I've seen someone do so when they're only spectating. Innate realm first layer. Her innate energy has subsided, she has reached the innate realm. Daoyun is really a cultivation genius with penetrating insight. Congratulations to Junior Martial Sister Xia on her advancement to the innate realm. You overpraise me, Senior. I would like to express my gratitude to Elder Martial Brother Ji for accompanying me on my journey through the world of mortals, and allowing me a chance to attain enlightenment. Out of the 5 beauties and 4 princes, Lady Xia must be the first one to have advanced to the innate realm. Congratulations. You're all too kind. I only regret that I'm not a man, otherwise I'd definitely snatch you and take you back as my wife, you naughty wench. Thank you very much, Head Boss Shin, for your appreciation. Congratulations, Elder Martial Sister Xia. At the otherworldly innate realm, Elder Martial Sister Xia is now able to roam through the skies above, while those of us at the acquired realm have to continue rolling about in this mire. It's truly enviable. The difference between the innate and acquired realms is like the difference between immortal and mortal. When Elder Martial Sister Xia returns to the Buddhist Xinjiang, you should be able to become an elder, isn't that so? Although Ji Yuntao has already withdrawn from the competition for the mines on behalf of Xia Daoyun, heaven knows if this girl's ambition won't be rekindled after her level up, so it's best to dissuade her with words. You bestow me with undue praise. Branch Master Xia, I'm only a newcomer to the innate realm. Please rest assured, Branch Master Xia, Elder Martial Brother Ji has already fulfilled his promise, and I won't go back on his word. After all, no matter how precious cold or iron is, it is merely a worldly possession, so I don't care about it at all. Since Branch Master Xia wants it and Elder Martial Brother Ji has already renounced, then I'll just withdraw as well. My humble self admires Elder Martial Sister Xia for her magnanimity. Senior Chao, Elder Martial Brother Ji and I were originally outsiders, and since the fight for the mining share is over, we'll take our leave now. There are still a few loose ends in the Jiangnan meeting, so I won't keep you. What's the hurry? Isn't it a bit too disrespectful to me that you're leaving when I've just arrived? The magical dignified beauty, Jin Xinxi? Soaring through the skies, another innate realm expert. This entrance feels awfully familiar. Its vibe is similar to Branch Master Xia's, as expected of a married couple. Fiends, they're both fiends. This one's really hot, I like her too. Treading on the sky as on plain ground, the magical dignified beauty must have ascended to the innate realm for at least a month now. I don't like what Junior Sister Daoyun said to my husband just now. Those mines were obviously earned by my husband through arduous combat, so why does it sound like Junior Sister Daoyun gave it to the marching sect as charity? Ji Yuntao from Tai Xian sect greets Elder Martial Sister Qin. Elder Martial Sister Qin seems to have misunderstood. Junior Martial Sister Xia didn't mean it in that sense. Ji Yuntao, I'm talking to Junior Sister Daoyun. Junior Sister Daoyun, since we're both innate realm practitioners, why don't we play according to the rules of the Jiangnan meeting and have a little match? Elder Martial Sister Qin has really misunderstood. As Elder Martial Brother Ji said, I didn't mean it in such a way. It's useless to say anymore. Are you going to do it or not? Give me a clear answer. Fight, fight. Unlike Elder Martial Sister Qin, who has ascended to the innate realm for many days now and has had time to stabilize her spirit, I'm just a newcomer. If it were just an ordinary battle, there would be nothing much to it, but if I engage in a hand-to-hand combat with Elder Martial Sister Qin, I'm afraid that my realm may be in danger of dropping. Therefore, I choose not to fight. You're being so noble and benevolent, and even dare to say whatever you like. Let's leave it at that, just leave. Thank you for being so sensible, Elder Marshall's sister. Gentlemen, we'll take our leave. What are you still staring at? Are you that reluctant to part with them? In my eyes, except for you, my lady, there's no room to accommodate anyone else. I thought I was on an equal footing with her when I ascended to the 9th layer, but I never expected that this girl would reach the innate realm in the blink of an eye. Does she enjoy riding on top that much? Cut your whining and finish the Jiangnan meeting. I want to go back to Shishan to play mahjong. Don't be hasty. Tsufeng's quota has been set, but the ones for the rest of the mining sites in the Jiangnan administrative region haven't. What's there to decide? They should be jumping for joy that I don't rob theirs. Could it be that they dare to steal mine? Don't forget, head boss Shin, the magical dignified beauty of the marching sect is here today, and she's also an innate realm practitioner, so she may not necessarily have no interest in the mines other than those in Tsufeng. Oh? The marching sect prizes harmony, so if other people don't drop in to provoke us of their own accord, we'll very rarely take the initiative to cause trouble. Besides, this matter hinges on what my husband desires. My husband has the final say on anything related to Tsufeng. I was only sent here by the matriarch to assist him. We're satisfied with the slice of Tsufeng we've received. As for mining sites elsewhere, the Mo Qing sect has no interest in them for the time being. Branch Master Xie is wise. Branch Master Xie and his wife have a deep consciousness of righteousness. Branch Master Xie, you'll be my sworn elder brother from now on. For the time being? What nice speechcraft. Since the marching sect has no intention of competing for the mines, and the 3 clan leaders seem to want to maintain the status quo, the agenda regarding the mining site quotas will now come to an end. Next, we need to discuss how to punish the local Tsufeng factions for using fake or to fool the Imperial Court. You're really a slowpoke, old man Chow, though I like the Imperial Court's attitude of agreeing on things without being dictatorial. Those 4 guys from Tsufeng had some friendship with the old boss of the Great River Alliance, so please do me a favor, old man Chow, and spare their lives. It'll be enough to take some of their wealth and possessions as punishment, and I'll pay for their mining tax on their behalf. Oh, is that the case? It's surprising that it took this long. I didn't expect Lord Chow to talk so much. Those 4 old foxes of Tsufeng haven't a damn thing to do with the old boss of the Great River Alliance. Xinjun is purely thinking of trying to keep them around to make me feel nauseous. But it's no bother. I've long had a plan in mind on how to deal with them, guaranteed to make Xinjun end up worse off after trying to gain an advantage. By the way, my dear wife, what brings you to Tsufeng without any apparent reason? Actually, the matriarch knows about everything that's been happening in Tsufeng like the palm of her own hand, including your ascension to the 9th layer of the acquired realm, which out everyone. She had always felt awfully assured with you previously, knowing that you could settle these matters, so she didn't show any concern about it. However, there were too many variables for the last Jiangnan meeting. On top of that, the sect's interests were at stake, hence I was ordered to come immediately as support after I had broken through to the innate realm. But now, it seems my arrival was hardly necessary. Nothing of the sort. I think you came at just the right time, my lady. I still haven't congratulated you on your ascension to the innate realm. I'm afraid I deserve half the credit for this achievement, no? Oh yes, I'll be depending on my dear husband's diligent, hard work to reach the heavenly realm in the future. A few days later, city of Tsufeng. My lady, you're back. Did the Jiangnan meeting go smoothly? Have you brought any local souvenirs back? Yuru, I'm literally standing right in front of you, and you don't even say hi. Humph, and what exactly is so nice about you? You, my lady, he's scaring me. My dear, you're considered an expert now, don't scare Yuru, this poor servant girl. I was just kidding. My lady, I've been toiling back and forth for a long while now, so I'll head to my room and have a good rest. Have Chan Wu and Yena show you around the branch. I've been having this feeling, my dear, that you're running away from something. I'll take you to tidy up my room, and come back later for a nice little chat with you. Finally, the dust has settled. Though that Qinxinxi is difficult to deal with, she's very handy indeed. Miss Matriarch is really a true friend of mine, for sending me this all-purpose brick in such a timely fashion. Is elder sister Qin your lawfully wedded wife? Why haven't you had me serve her yet? If we are to get along well in the many years to come, we'll have to get to know each other. No matter how much you burn your fingers, you just don't learn your lesson. Even if an innate realm expert in this world can't see ghosts, the discharge of innate energy can still hurt you. If not for the finger of nirvana, you'd have to spend a lot of time in my forehead slowly reviving. From now on, when you see an innate realm expert, remember to stay away from them. You've died twice already, once by Xie Daoyun and once by Ji Yuntao. I don't want you to die at the hands of Qin Xingxi too. Hey, why are you still so cheerful, Qinger? I'm scolding you. Because my lord knows that I'm not going to really die, and yet urges me to be so cautious, which shows that my lord really loves me very much. Yay, I'm so happy. Even though I found out you learned a technique to control ghosts from some unknown source, I still believed it was just some wildly disordered illusory spiritual beings. But judging from your self-talk, my dear, you must have brought up a lovely little female ghost, no? Why else would you be so gentle? No wonder, on the way back to Tsufing, you kept using the excuse of having to take care of some official business to have me alone on an empty bed. So it turns out that you were having a good time with that little female ghost. Is there really a ghost in this room? My dear wife, why don't you properly come through the door instead of climbing through the window to eavesdrop? The lawfully wedded missus is here. Should I go hide? If I didn't eavesdrop, how would I know that my dear husband got a new ghost and has forgotten about his former woman? Oh, that's right. No need to hide. The lawfully wedded missus can't hear or see me. This place is most abundant within energy, and there vaguely appears to be a substance here. Is it the little female ghost? It's a shame that my martial arts aren't perfect yet, as I can't see the appearance of this ghostly damsel my dear husband has been keeping hidden. Wow, she's quite a beauty, charming and seductive. She resembles a bewitching ghost more than myself, and she's so close to me that I can't hold on any longer. You're really a good-for-nothing. What about your dignity as a bewitching ghost, Chinger? From what my dear said before, this little female ghost is called Chinger. Chinger, can you hear me? As long as you're